Hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. This message is going to be good, and I can honestly say that I do know what it's going to be about. It's actually a dual message. There are two different groups that I will be speaking to. The first group, it's going to be a message about your patterns, your ancestral patterns, and it is time to face them so that you can move past this obstacle or this stagnancy that you've been experiencing. Your ancestors are ready for you to move beyond this, but they're also like pulling your coattail saying, these are the things you need to be mindful of because it's in ya. You know, the shadow parts of you, the shadowy parts of us that we are unaware of or even keep hidden for reasons that we are aware of them, and they bring us shame or guilt or other feelings of unworthiness. Then it's about time to shine the light on those and learn to integrate the energies because we all are one, and the only way we can be one or united is to be whole within ourselves. So that's the first group. Second group is the lovers. This is about a call. This is about communication. This is about messages that need to be spoken. This is about a conversation that is commencing, is what I'm hearing. So this message, this is your wake-up call or a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call about some patterns you need to face. First group. Second group, this is a wake-up call because you and your love are finally ready to communicate about not only the love that you have created, but the love you're going to be making in the future. There's a conversation that is a beautiful, healing, passionate, revealing, transparent, vulnerable, wise, kind, loving conversation coming for you. Someone is raring to go. They're ready to take positive action because not only have they changed, but you changed. And Divine would not let you be together physically until you got to a certain point in your journey. And this person needs to call you. This person needs to communicate with you. If you were playing a game of tag, they're it. So you are just being told to sit pretty and receive. And those of you who know this is your message, you have been doing that. You have been grounding. I sounded like I said crowning, but yes, you are crowning on your head and crown chakra and crown on your head because you are royalty and you're realizing that you are noble and you were born from a royal or into a royal lineage. Then there's also crown royal. Somebody's might be drinking crown royal nice. There it goes again when I sound like I have four voices coming out at one time. But Crown Royal on ice might be a sync for you, as well as, or you and this person will be toasting Crown Royal when this wake-up call comes, because the wake-up call is the awakened call. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready is what I'm hearing. So with that, we're going to dive on in. Y'all hear the wind picking up? I'm leaving all the ambient sounds behind me in the video. Spirit's been telling me to use what's around. Oh, shamandasia. That's a word. Use what's around me. And don't allow it to distract me and don't alter it. Ooh, just let it be what it is. So this is about being natural. I'm hearing Aretha. You make me feel. You make me feel like a natural woman. Anyway. Anyway, there is this is Recycle and Trash Day today. So you're going to hear the trucks around me. And I am particularly drawn to the beeping sound that I'm hearing, that frequency. So many of you are on a different frequency. You see things differently. You hear things differently. You experience this life differently. And I love to say kudos to you when something's good, because that's all I can say is like, congratulations, that you're moving forward. So now, really, let's dive right in and start with you guys that are dealing with these ancestral patterns here, they need to be clear. First thing we're going to talk about is the numbers and some months: January, March, 3 and 1 and 4. Those are the numbers. 13 also may be a number that you see often. Now that we've mentioned it to you, we've planted that seed, you're going to see 13s everywhere, or 31s. But this is about you. Your personality is essentially a mixture of your karmic tendencies and certain characteristics you have inherited from your family. I'm reading directly from the book Mystical Healing Reading Cards by Anna Siegel. So it goes on to say, while some of these inherited characteristics are extremely helpful and allow you to expand on the talents and abilities you have, the other more suppressed aspects could be holding you back from becoming all you are destined to be. So Spirit wants you to examine how the shadowy, unrefined aspects of your parents' behavior. So this is about you going back and you're ready. You're at that place. Remember that frequency that you can kind of go back, look at some family patterns, some family things without it crushing you, because you have healed enough to be able to go back now, gather the wisdom, and turn it into an elixir for the world. So certain aspects of your parents' behavior, the unrefined parts, crept into your life, and they're limiting your growth and maturity. This could be so many things. I don't even know if I want to try to mention it, but I will say I am hearing lying and thievery. It's the second time I've heard a reference to a thief today. So there is an energy there, or you feel like something's trying to steal your joy, steal your peace, steal your money, steal your man, steal your woman, steal your children, but you feel like something is trying to take something from you. Your stability is also something I'm hearing. So that is an ancestral pattern that you came here to clear. There are shadowy, unrefined aspects of your parents' behavior that are limiting your growth and keeping you from growing beyond this place that seems to block you. And you know what it feels like, because it frustrates you. Some of you literally feel like you hit a wall, but it's really that resistance that's rooted in this pattern that needs to be cleared. The pattern acts as a wall. It acts as a guardian or a security guard, blocking you from getting into the building, getting into the palace. So some of these behaviors could include also being pushy or harsh or opinionated or controlling, manipulative, domineering, wanting things your own way, constantly sweating the small stuff, self-sabotage, selfishness, playing a victim, or using guilt as a way to punish, etc. And to recognize the behaviors in yourself could seem a little confrontational, especially if you spent your life trying to be as different from your parents as possible. So those of you who are like, I'm not like my mama, I'm nothing like my daddy, or I ain't going to be like that woman, I ain't know that man, all that. This is that you're at the place in your healing journey where you're able to do this. And I'm only saying this to you in this way because when you start to confront these things, other things are going to try to keep you from doing this. Like it's a waste of time, or like you don't even want to deal with it. But I promise you, it is the very thing that frightens us or repels us the most. There is a treasure in that. I do not know why. In one of the many mysteries of the universe, our greatest treasures are wrapped in some of the ugliest packaging. But it works. It causes us to go where we normally wouldn't have gone. It is about pushing past your fears and your own boundaries, because you have now enough maturity or enough strength to see why that boundary is even there. Why am I afraid? Why don't I want this? And when it comes from an authentic, true place that resonates with your heart, it's totally fine. But when there is a conflict there and you don't even know why you do what you do sometimes, then that's a clear indication that this needs to be looked at. And shoot, it ain't even you. It's something in your ancestry. And you have the power, and not only the power, but your purpose is here to clear this. So you get ready to clear some huge things. So to recognize these behaviors could seem a little confrontational, especially if you've tried to be different from your parents. This is when you can sit in it and embrace the energy, and then transmute it into something creative. That's what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. You're going to encounter things in life that are not in line with what you do, and you're going to have to figure out what you're going to govern that situation, and then you take whatever negativity or whatever heaviness that came from that situation, and you make life better for other people. You take that wisdom and you use it as a cure all, or a cure, or some medicine that can cure, because sometimes medicine just covers mask symptoms. Some medicines, pharmaceuticals rather, mask symptoms. Well, what you are giving, your healing, is so potent that nothing can hide from the light that you shine. And so this is why exploring your ancestry is needed at this time, because you are clearing karmic tendencies and characteristics that you've inherited from your family that up until now has been really limiting you from doing what you want to do. I just heard somebody say it's like a glass ceiling. It's like I can go this far and I can't go any farther. You know what I mean? I feel it. I feel this so, I feel you, many of you. It's like I get to this point because you've done it many times. I see people literally running at full speed, and then it's like there's nothing there. It's totally invisible, but something stops them. They hit that invisible wall, and it is a mindset. It is a limitation. It is a certain point. Some of you, when the pressure gets in, there's something that you do, like the pressure builds up, or it gets to a certain like boiling point or climax, and then you're like, whoa, but getting up there, it makes you so nervous, you stop just short of that. I need to tell you that you are so close to the climax. You are so close to the thing that scares you most. Your fear of falling, your fear of whatever this is, because I can only feel, I can't describe it any better than I'm doing right now. But I am going to say, let me just activate this. Right in the bolo o se na dia kango ko se ya ya o bale an yodoro unsi maria to kura maria to tolo mora dia te bolo orobo po me asisi ara de do popa ya kongo ko ya siara. I see you turning into a missile and going straight through. Straight through. If you were running full speed ahead, I see you breaking through to the finish line, and you have like the paper, the line, I don't even know what you call it, the rope, whatever. You broken through it, and it's like on you like wings, you know. So so you're breaking through, you're going through, you're breaking through to the other side. Only through confronting your limitations can you evolve or delete. You know, that's only through these confronting your limitations. And this is somebody that, like you, who lives consciously and autonomously. Okay, you can live as a conscious person and freely, totally liberated and independent when you confront these limitations. Or continue to feel this. And I know you don't want that, because that's why you were drawn to this video. You were magnetized here because you needed to hear this message. So that is the first group. I feel like I need to give an affirmation or something here. So let's get a crystal to work with this energy, to amplify this energy of exploring your ancestry and being able to confront what needs to be confronted, so that you can break on through to the other side. All right? Just saw Aries and Sagittarius. Fire. Strength. That's why, because there's fire here. Strength. The Nuumite crystal. Nuummite. Nuumite. And the affirmation is, I am strong in mind, body, and spirit as the plane flies overhead. That's because you're elevating. Explore your ancestry. You are strong in mind, body, and spirit. Your ancestors are strengthening you because they know that you are the hope of the future. You came here, and it's your time to do that. Okay? You'll find a great deal of balance as well when you do that. What did your parents do that was because that pattern has been blocking you? Confront it with love, release it, and go. All right. Second group, this wake-up call. Here is your wake-up call. Your person is madly in love with you, missing you like crazy, wanting to hear your voice, looking at your photos, maybe circling around your house or your job. Not weird, but just because it's like they're a guardian. They're loyal. They're committed to this relationship. You by now may have or will be growing a strong telepathic connection with the person that I am speaking about. This person wears their heart on their sleeve, but guess what? Maybe you haven't seen that yet. But this wake-up call, this phone call that's coming, is a call that indicates, I'm up. I know who you are. I know who we are, and I want us. Now, I will say the call, when it comes, it's going to be quiet at first. It's interesting. I just hear breathing. It may just be breath at the first few seconds as you both reunite, as you birth, wow. Sera borande bielo noko. As, yes, as you both, yanamo, yanasi, reacquaint yourselves. Now, truly, there's no distance in the spirit, but in the 3D, I see this settling in with the breath of one another. And it's the call that says it all. And there's no talk of the past. The message or the communication will simply begin with this magic moment. Oh, that was so mushy. That was a mushy intro, wasn't it? Oh, that was the mushy download. But this person is wanting to do the right thing, the wake-up call. They received one from Spirit. You may be born in the month of January, or January is significant to you, or October is significant to you. We have 111 and the number 10 for our attention. So it's time for this person to embrace a higher level of responsibility for what they did, what they do. Right from the book I'm reading, at different moments in your life, you may feel lost and desire help from higher angelic beings. Yet have you ever thought about the possibility that we are all on a journey of evolution, and that how you behave and treat others, think and feel impacts whether these higher beings have the possibility to evolve or to be thwarted? For instance, you have a guardian angel, and this angel respects your free will and can only help you if you are open and receptive to this help. This angel is with you in every incarnation, holding the threads of your karma, and has to go through all your ups and downs with you. Now, let me say something about these first two paragraphs. Let me just unpack this. Because this person has been feeling lost in their lives at different times, and they've been wanting help from God, but for whatever reason, they did not seek God, or God wasn't the number one on their call list. I don't feel angry at God or anything. It's just, I feel like they were distracted by so many other things, and at some point down in their lives, God might have not been ready, available, is how I'll say it, for them. And I'm talking to so many people, so that message had to come out just like it came out. In some way, I believe when they thought they were seeking God, God didn't answer. All right, it could be something having to do with the law or judicial system. So this person has, in the past felt lost and desired help, but they haven't been seeing the signs or paying attention to the signs, again, because I said they were distracted by, life or whatever, distracted by other things. And then you come along, Divine Feminine, and you are an earth angel. And it's interesting because the second paragraph talks about we all have a guardian angel, and this angel is with us everywhere we go. They go in every incarnation, and they go through our ups and downs with us. So with us, our guardian angel can either evolve, go higher, or, stay. be thwarted, just stay stuck. But the angel, in other words, doesn't go any higher than we can go. All right. But what I was seeing, divine feminine, is you have been this masculine, this person's guardian angel. You have been this person's angel, and I'm hearing the scripture that says, "Be careful how you treat people, because you may be entertaining an angel unawares." I feel that very strongly as it relates to this connection, because there's something very goddess-like, angelic, mystical about you, something very eternal about you, ethereal about you. I'm seeing a mermaid. And you have been this angel's guardian. Yes, you have been this man's, this person's guardian. And this person knows that they also were supposed to guard you in 3D. You know, hear me in the spirit, y'all, because this is gonna get fun. But the guardian angel respects free will. Your angels respect your free will, and they only help if the person is open and receptive to their help. Otherwise, they just hang out. They ain't got nowhere to go anyway. They're your guardian, so they just have to go through it with you. That's why I'm saying the commitment and the loyalty that this person carries towards you is quite astounding. And when they call you, all of this is going to come rushing into your lap. You're going to just hear it and feel it, and it's going to feel so wonderful. Not only for you, because it is something you've been waiting to hear, but for this person, because it is something that they have been dying to say. All right? So, you are being asked to bring your attention towards ennobling your soul by focusing on creating more loving relationships with those around you, becoming more kind and selfless, communicating with your angel on a daily basis, and asking how you can be of service. This is going to be the difference. This person wants to communicate with you on a daily basis and ask, how can I help you? This person wants to be in your life. They want to be where you are. They want to be in contact with you. So if you need, when you need, they are there. It's very beautiful energy. Also, they are being guided, because that's what the separation was. The non-communication was them ennobling their soul, them going through their process, them journeying on their journey so they could arise to a certain dimension and meet you there in order to give you this wake-up call. The wake-up call is not something you need to correct. With this call, this is something that's going to connect. It's a wake-up. We're both awakened, and here's the phone call as proof. That's why a lot of things from the past will not need to be reviewed between the two of you, because you've been going along your journey, and faith and hoping and believing. You're just going to pick up right where the love left off, which is it never left off. So it will be like a day and 1,000 years all at once. We've been apart for so long, but it didn't seem like that long. That's what I'm saying. That's what time doesn't even matter as it relates to you and this person, or this connection. So they are learning and have been learning to be more kind and selfless, and to reach out and to pour out with others around them. It's also time for you to receive higher wisdom, to act in an honorable way towards anyone who is around you. So this ties in with the ones of you who are clearing ancestral patterns. Actually, both of these could be your messages, and that's fine too. But it's time for you to act in an honorable way. If one of your parents' behaviors, that unrefined behavior from your parent, is showing up in your life, then this is the thing. I said deceit earlier, deceit and thievery. So act in an honorable way. This person has had to clear a lot of karma, because the family that they came in, strong karmic patterns of gambling and illegal activity, and just there were some dishonorable people involved in this bloodline. So, and no shade to anybody's family. I'm just the messenger, but I'm saying, thank heavens for the earth angel, you divine feminine, and thank heavens for a noble, chivalrous man who, divine masculine, who wants to clear the family name, cleanse and clear the family name. You know, very beautiful energy. So I believe that concludes. Oh no, I have one more card. It's from the Passion Translation version of the Bible. It's the book Song of Songs or Song of Solomon. It's a total twin flame love story. This is the twin flame deck from Bella Jim Oracle. But I want to pull a card for the ones that are getting this wake up call from their beloved. And the Shulamite bride speaks, and then the bridegroom king speaks. So she says, why would you seek a mere Shulamite like me? Why would you want to see my dance of love? And the bridegroom king says, because you dance so gracefully, as though you danced with angels. Did we just say angels? But you dance. There's something about your dance that entices and excites and pleases this masculine very much, this person that will be calling you, giving you a wake-up call. And you may even go out dancing, or you may dance together when you see one another. But this person they might have been looking at videos of you dancing, if that's something that you do or create. You dance. You're a wonderful dancer. If you were a classically trained dancer, I'm hearing that too, that your counterpart, this person, very much admires the way your body moves in a beautiful, graceful way. It's a beautiful longing. It doesn't feel anything other than beautiful. That's all I can say. So I'm going to leave it right there. Prepare for your wake up call. And the other group, here's your wake up call. Let's clear these ancestral patterns so we can go to the moon, baby. You guys, I have a couple of specials going for the month of September, which my guides told me that the month of September is the month of miraculous harvest. So I'm doing 2 messages, a session or a video, if that's something you'd like, where we talk about what's coming. What are the miracles coming in? If I'm harvesting miraculous stuff, what is it? And what do I need to do to keep it going? That's what these messages will be. So if you want any parts of that, everything I'm talking about can be found on my website, TheDivineMaverick.com. And if you want some further assistance on this journey, because we know that it can be a doozy, then the Maverick Academy on Patreon.com is a place where we birth creativity and ignite spirituality. And it's a very safe space to be. You can either be a sunflower at 11:11, or you can come to the round table and have high-level discussions with us every Thursday nights in our sacred healing space and time of collaboration and network and healing and activations for $55 a month. I believe that's all I wanted to say. I would love to assist you or be a resource on this journey, because I know a couple of things about some things, and I'm always happy to share. So if that interests you, TheDivineMaverick.com is our website, and that's the only way I'll contact you. So contact me, and I'd love to contact you. Until we meet again, guys, thanks for listening. Be safe out there, and don't ever, ever dim your light.